Life Kids. We are so glad you are joining us today. We're going to talk about new beginnings, and we're going to talk about the book of Genesis, and we're glad you're joining us, but we need to go over a few things. First of all, some of you are watching us in church today. So if you are, please make sure you have on your headphones or have your earbuds in. And when you're asked to do the memory verse, don't shout it out loud because that might be very disturbing to Pastor Jeremy, okay? So don't do that. And if you're trying to pull out your pages and your booklet, try to be as quiet as you can and save that sucker for the end. If you're watching from home today, make sure your parents have printed out all these pages for you. You can find them on Facebook, on our link there, and they can print them out and you can do these lessons with us. We're glad you've joined us. We cannot wait to see you in person, but we're so glad you've joined us online today.
I close my eyes and colors fly. There's no hiding from your grace. I can't deny your heart for mine, and it's unrelenting chase. I was on the edge of deception, caught up in my own hesitation, until your love took over me.
worship is over, let's recap what we learned last week. Pastor Summer talked about the Bible and the importance of the Bible. And we learned that there's 66 books in the Bible and that there's an Old Testament and a New Testament. We learned a lot of things and how important it is and how it's God's Word. And our bottom line for last week is that the Bible tells God's big story. Now this week and the rest of June, we're going to be reading from the very first book of the Bible, Genesis. And today we're reading from Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 through 15. So if you want to read that, go ahead and read it now. Now, Genesis talks about creation, and that's what we're talking about today, is how the world was created and how it came to be, and everything in it. So, if you have your packet from church today, I want you to pull out this piece of paper. If you don't, ask your mom to print it out, or you can just use a blank sheet of paper. It doesn't matter. Because all you're going to do is write your favorite thing on there, draw your favorite thing that God created. And we're going to figure out which day your favorite thing was created. So pause the video real quick and go draw that picture. So now that you've got your picture drawn, I want to show you what my favorite thing is that God created.
Sarah!
Jake, I'm in the middle of something right now. I was about to show the kids what I drew.
So I heard you talking about what you drew, that you drew something.
Yeah.
And I also drew something, and I wanted to show mine first.
Why? This is my turn. Why can't I show my picture first?
Well, because
you know what? It's whatever.
So
Go ahead.
I drew
We're wasting
something, and
time.
it's really good. So here it is. My favorite thing that God created is a duck.
Wow.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
Who drew that? Because I know it wasn't you.
So I do have a confession to make. I did not draw this duck. Actually, Carly Kent drew this duck, and she can draw really good. But I did draw an original at the bottom. Are you ready for it?
Is that a duck or a dragon? What is that?
It's a duck.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Can you not tell? They look
All right.
identical. I don't know why.
So you're drawing to mine. This is what my favorite thing is. It's a pineapple.
What is that, SpongeBob's house? You didn't even draw SpongeBob on it.
It's just a pineapple.
Oh.
Pineapple. All right, let's go watch that video and figure out which day our favorite things were created. Come on.
Hello, friends. This month, we're talking about our beautiful planet, Earth. It's filled with so many wonderful things, like forests, mountains, oceans, flowers, waterfalls, snow, gardens, caves, and so much more. Do you have a favorite part of the Earth? Mine is the ocean. It's so big, and it's filled with cool fish and other creatures. Do you know where all that stuff came from? Let's find out. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Everything was empty and dark. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God said it was good. That was the first day. On the second day, God created the water in the sky. He said it was good. That was the second day. On the third day, God made the dry ground and all the plants. He made trees and flowers and bushes and fruits and vegetables that grow from the ground. And God said it was good. On the fourth day, God made the sun, moon, and stars. And God said it was good. On the fifth day, God made all the birds of the sky and the fish of the sea. And God said it was good. He told them to multiply and make more birds and fish to fill the earth. On the sixth day, God made a lot of things. He made all the animals. He made dogs, cows, skunks, donkeys, horses, and all other animals that exist. And God said it was good. Then he made something extra special. He made people, a man and a woman. He made them in his image as a reflection of him. He told them they would be in charge of the whole earth. And he told them to multiply and fill the earth with people. And God said it was very good. On the seventh day, God was finished with all of his work. He rested. That's how our world started. God created the whole world and everything in it. We can thank God for making the world.
What's up, Life Kids? So you all know what time it is. It's time to go over our Bible verse. Now, we have something a little different this month. So if you're sitting in church right now, I need you to say and scream this verse in your head. Don't say it very loudly. We don't want to interrupt church. But if you're outside of church, I need you to stand up and scream it very, very loud. I'm talking from your stomach loud, okay? So y'all know how it goes. I'm going to read it first, then we're going to repeat after me. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. That's very important. Listen to that. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. Psalm 139:14. Now, I'm going to say it, and I need you to scream it as loud as you can, okay? Here we go. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Your works
Your works
are wonderful.
are wonderful.
I know that full well.
I know that full well.
Psalm 139,
Psalm 139,
dot, dot, 14.
14.
All right, that was great. Now, let's ramp it up a little bit, even louder. Here we go. I praise you because
I praise you because
I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Your works are wonderful.
Your works are wonderful.
I know that full well.
I know that full well.
Psalm 139,
Psalm 139,
dot, dot,
14.
14. Okay, this is the last time we're going to do it. I need you to stand up if you're not already standing, take a big old deep breath, and get really loud, okay? Last time. Here we go. I praise you because
I praise you because
I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Your works are wonderful.
Your works are wonderful.
I know that full well.
I know that full well.
Psalm 139,
Psalm 139,
dot, dot, 14.
14.
That was awesome. I heard you all the way up here. It was very good. Now, we're about to enter into a time of worship, so if you're standing, stay standing. If you're not, find a place you can stand and move around. We're going to worship God.
I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You will lead me through the fire, and in darkest night, you were close like no other. I've known you as a father, I've known you as a friend, and I have lived in the
So this week we're talking about creation and how the world was created, how God created it and everything in it. And in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 3, it says, "We have faith, so we understand that everything was made when God commanded it. That's why we believe that what we see was not made out of what could be seen." So we know that God made the world and everything in the world. So let's review what we learned in our video earlier about what day everything was made. So the Bible says in the beginning that God created the heavens and the earth. He also said, "Let there be light." I want to focus on that for a minute. He spoke and said 4 words. He said, "Let there be light." And boom, there was light. All he had to do was speak it and it came to be. That's so powerful. Like, that shows how powerful God is, that all he has to do is say something and it comes and it happens. So first day, he separated the light and the darkness. So he said, "Let there be light," and there was light, and it was separated from darkness. On day 2, he made the water and the sky. Day 3, he made the land and the trees. So that means the mountains and the bushes and the flowers and the valleys and sand. He made all of that. On day 4, he made the sun, the moon, and the stars. On day 5, he made the birds in the sky and the fish in the sea. Now, not just fish, he also made like the octopus and the sharks and the dolphins and the whales and jellyfish and all that stuff that's in the ocean. And then on day 6, he made people and animals. So he made all of these things. And then on the 7th day, because there's 7 days in a week, right? On the 7th day, what did God do? That's right, he rested. Now, if I was him, I probably would have been tired after day 2. But he rested on the 7th day because he was so tired from creating everything that you see. Now, I was like, if he's God, how does he get tired? But think about everything that he made. He was so detailed and so specific about how he made every single thing. So the earth, we have the universe and the sun, and we live on planet Earth. If Earth was any closer to the sun, we would burn up. And if Earth was any further away, we would freeze. But God put us exactly where we are because he knew that's what was best for us and everything on Earth. And there are other things, like for us, for instance, we have eyelashes and eyebrows. Now, our eyelashes, they keep dirt from getting in our eyes. Imagine if we didn't have eyelashes and eyebrows. We would have a whole lot of dirt. Now, we do still get dirt in our eyes, but it protects it and keeps them from getting a whole lot of dirt in your eyes. So it's just the little things that he does. Now, let's figure out what day this duck was made. Can you think really hard about which day God created a duck? A duck is technically a bird, so there's your hint. The duck was created on day 5. Now, a pineapple's a little bit trickier because we never said on day 1 he created a pineapple, so you have to think really, really hard about this one. All right, I'm gonna give you a hint. A pineapple kind of grows on a really short tree. It kind of looks like a bush. So it was created on day 3 when the land was created and the trees and everything. So I hope you figured out which day yours was created. Now I want you to pull out this other sheet from your packet or that your mom might have printed off for you. Now I've already colored mine. It looks, all pretty because I'm fantastic at coloring. But I want you to go ahead and pull yours out, whether you've colored it or not, it doesn't matter. And I'm gonna try to show you a way to help remember what day God created everything. So on day 1, he separated the light from the darkness, created light and darkness. And then on day 2, he did the sky and the ocean. And then on day 3, he did the land. Now, when we look at day 4, I want you to notice that he did the sun and the moon and the stars. He couldn't have created the sun and the stars without first creating light. And then on day 5, he created all the fish in the sea and the birds. And he couldn't have created those without having the sky and the water first. And then he created people and animals. And he couldn't have created them without having a place to live and having all the food from the trees, like the fruits and the vegetables that grow from trees and vines and bushes. So he created everything that everything needed first before he made something to fill those things with. So he made the light, and that's how he was able to make the sun and the stars. Then he made the water and the sky so that the fish and the birds would have somewhere to live. And then he also made land with fruits and vegetables for the people and the animals to live. I hope you learned a lot today. And our bottom line for this week is that God created the whole world. He created the whole world and everything in it. And he took his time and made sure that everything was perfect.
You guys will notice that in your packet, you have some discussion questions that you can talk about with your parents today about what you learned. Go ahead and fill that out if you're still sitting in church, or if you're at home, fill it out and then talk about it with your parents so they'll know what you're learning. We want you to do these questions every week, so be sure to print them out or look in your packet and go ahead and fill out those questions. Bye, everybody. We love you. Have a great week.